A very good morning team. This is Amir Mustafa. In this video we will be seeing latest software security tools used for storing sensitive data. So first we should understand what is a sensitive information or sensitive data. So when we develop an application, coding is one part of the application. There is other part which is called sensitive data. For example, if you have bought a antivirus software, the license key in that is a sensitive data. You have paid for that software. That key is very important and that cannot be directly pushed in any repository. So before overviewing this video, let us understand a small review of the previous one. This video is called Break the Code. So by breaking the code we mean, mostly when we develop the application we are in a strict deadline, and in that point of time our focus is to delivering the product with all the features. Most of the time what it happens that we forget, or might be we think that we can do it later, security things. So if we create a habit of breaking our own code, suppose you have written one code in a X manner and you have broken the code, second time in the same manner and broken the code, third time in the same manner and broken, the fourth time you will not write the code that can be broken with the same logic. So what it is doing internally to you, it is making you a developer maintaining the highest security standard. So this was a summary of this previous video. In today's video we will be overviewing many tools for storing sensitive data. These are the most loved tools and latest in today's time. Let us overview them. So we now know what is a sensitive information. For example, a license key to an antivirus. Let's go to the code only and see other example. So this is my code, our code, and every technology has .env file where we keep sensitive information. This is a dummy file. You store AWS S3 URL, you store secret key, database user, database password, and many more other sensitive information. What if we want to deploy this application and we cannot keep our antivirus license key easily in the application or deploy in the repository? That must be kept somewhere which is safe from hackers. So today that is what is sensitive information or sensitive data. Now the second thing is, if we cannot keep it there, where can we keep it? And here comes the concept of Secret Manager. The Secret Manager is a software where we can keep all our sensitive information. Today we will be overviewing most loved technologies, software. Google is a lifesaver for all of us. Google also provides us with Secret Manager. It's called Google Secret Manager. So if you are I'm a JavaScript specialist, so mainly if you overview this code, before going there, let's view the site itself. I'll share this documentation link in the video. So they have provided a beautiful documentation. We can go there, sign up an account, and in the end what we'll do, we'll just do key value thing, like in the environment file we keep username and password. They provide very beautiful documentation. and we can see over here. So what we want to see over here, suppose we have configured it, created the account. It's a free product. You have created an account, sign up is done. Now you have gone there, and there will be placing something like this, your key. Suppose antivirus key value, AWS S3 URL, and the value. This value is sensitive information. This is the key for accessing the data. So once we have configured in the Google Secret Manager, the next thing what we do, you are in one technology, say Python, Node.js. So let's overview the JavaScript code. So we have brought the package over here, everything is done. Now this is the key which we are doing. Say this one, replace it with this one. Suppose we have configured AWS S3 URL. So we'll get this data with the help of name, this key. So this is so simple and easy to use. And who can trust more than Google? It is one of the most secure platform. It provides us in with lots of language, Go, Python, .NET, PHP, and many others. The second one in the list is, it's called AWS Secret Manager. This is also the most loved software. It's a product of AWS. If you go over here, the naming convention is AWS Secrets Manager. So here also we sign up, we add our data, key value pair. They have provided us the documentation where we can use it. AWS, they document very well. I'm personally a fan of AWS, and see, if we go through over here, we have AWS S3 URL, secret key. Means what they do in the documentation, they document very well. You can easily get configuration. They also provide lots of features, like they encrypt it. We can TLS. What is TLS? Like when we it's a point when you store security certificates, now that HTTPS one. At that point, TLS is also the one of the weak point if we do not secure it. So this place, they secure there as well, so we can upload a certificate in AWS and use it. The next one in the list, it's called Azure Key Vault. This is also the most loved software. It's a product of Microsoft. Let's overview it. So if you go to the architecture over here, see a developer is writing code, he is deploying over here, he and she is deploying the code over here, the person. Then the security certificate, what they do, they post it in Azure Key Vault. Here we place our sensitive information and our application is using it. So why learning Azure then if you know AWS? No, so here's the thing, it depends upon the project. So suppose if your project is mostly deploying application in Azure, then Azure Key Vault is the best possible approach. If it is using AWS, it will use AWS Secret Manager. If it is using Google Cloud, then Google Secrets Manager. First one, Google Secret Manager. Okay. The next one in the list, it's called Docker Secrets. I'm also a fan of Docker. If you are a terminal guy, if you love deploying code, first let me say what is a Docker. Suppose we have a application, say it is in Python, in Node, now maybe in PHP. So what we are saying, that if we installing it, then what we do for the packages, we do npm install, composer install, pip install. So suppose there are 10 person in a team, so all of them should do the same thing. Suppose there is a package upgrade, first person has upgraded it, second one hasn't upgraded it. So this version thing is everything maintained by Docker. They provide us facility where we need not have package.json. That JSON file should, where we write configuration, we dockerize the container, we get the data, and Docker itself create server for it. So what is Docker secrets? So Docker secret can be implemented if we have dockerized our application. Then this is the good possible approach. Let's overview this. If you want to know more about Docker, we have shared a link over here. We can see it. You can learn it easily in a great way. So Docker till now, the above three softwares which we have seen, they provide us a graphical interface, and that's good. Docker is mostly with terminal, so they provide us command over here: Docker secret create, Docker secret inspect. All the command we have over here. So this one we can do it. Do explore them. Try exploring each of them. See which one is better. The next one in the list, it's called Doppler. Doppler is also the loved one. You can go to this link and view over here. So what Doppler does, let me open it. So what Doppler does is that one great thing which I love about Doppler is that they give environment specific secret management. Like suppose now I'm working in a development environment, I'll deploy to staging, I deploy to production, but there is think like we're using one AWS SMS feature where only email goes. Suppose SQS features we are seeing, so it has email feature, we want to implement that is a paid service. AWS generates bill in the end of month. So now we do not want to use it in our development. We can use local mail, test mail for testing our development purpose. So we can keep AWS credential in production. For development we can use testing URL. So likewise, what we are trying to say over here is that it gives us development specific. We want to use this license in production, this license in development. So this provides customized way. And this is also very loved software. It is used from SMEs to big companies. The next one in the list is called Vault. Its full name is HashiCorp Vault. It's a tool for securely storing and accessing secrets. It's compatible with Kubernetes, and we deploy the Vault. So yeah, let's go to the site. You haven't seen Doppler, na? It's almost same. We need to do a sign up and yeah, create key value pair. This one is Malt, manage secret and protection data. Okay. So these are all open source, free product. So if we secure the application using these application, it's a great way to protect the application and the data. So very beautifully documented. I think you'll love it. This one is Doppler. You can see the list of companies which are using. Puma is using Doppler. All these companies. Okay. The next one in the list is Akeyless Vault. It's a SaaS based product, software as a key. Here also we configure our application. We have a screenshot over here. So if we go to the Akeyless, click new. Here they ask us one thing, cool thing about this one is that they ask us Okay, you are giving encryption. Is this for certificate SSH? Is this for PKI file? Is it for secret manager password? So they can categorize the based on they create roles and categories. I think this is the cool thing about Akeyless. The next one in the list is it's called Confidant. It's an open source secret manager. It stores it gives a DynamoDB like structure, storing data, the key value pair, KMS data key, and it has Angular like interface. I think it was used earlier, but it is also used, it was most used software. So they provide so many features. Next one is Knox. We can visit site over here. Knox was developed by Pinterest, and they also provide us with security data keeping. And finally, the last one is called Strongbox. Here we also handle the same thing. So today we have seen so many different tools with which we can store our sensitive information. The key takeaway from this video is that every project has its requirement and software architecture. Some project uses AWS, some project uses Azure, some uses Google Cloud, some uses Docker. So based on the project type, we can choose our secret management tool, and there we can store our data. I hope you like this video. Thank you for having me here, team. Bye.